This is the Kpopcast, the show that brings you the best sounds and ideas in K-pop each week. I'm your host, Stephanie.
I'm DJ Peter Lowe, and this week it's another round of hit replays featuring Alexis.
Hi, everyone. So great to be here again. You know, I always have to come and promote my agenda. So glad to be back.
Welcome.
But first, what are hit replays?
Hit replays are songs we recommend y'all listen to on repeat or replay for the week. First hit replay goes to our very special guest, Alexis. What are you listening to?
Well, this week I was mostly listening to what I'm considering to be JB's comeback because we have yet to have any news from JB from GOT7. So he released a song with JUNNY called Just Stay. It's from the Offshore compilation album. If anyone doesn't know what Offshore is, it's a production crew. It's like a bunch of friends and they do music and they sing and they rap and they're all like individual artists, but they're also producers and they produce for like a bunch of different K-pop groups, including GOT7 and like NCT and 101 and a bunch of people. Their sound tends to be like somewhere between like chill, and they infuse a lot of like R&B into like deep house. So this song is basically that. It's just something very, you know, it's very ambient, it's very chill. It's just a cute little song, to be honest. And anything by JB right now is more than welcome for me. But it is a really good song, and it's really cool to know that he still has like that creative outlet, and it's something that he wants to do, and it's something that he enjoys. And
that part.
I mean,
free JB.
Yeah, so it's really cool to see, you know. I don't have a problem with him taking his time. I mean, he's been working since he's a freaking teenager, so if he wants to take time and like be on all the magazines, you boo. But it's cool that he's like dropping these little things for us by way of Offshore, and it's very chill. It has like this islandy theme,
yes,
which is very Offshore. So yeah,
it's very like late afternoon kickback.
Yeah. Very
good. Stay with me 'cause I want you to be mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know it's true. Stay with me and everything will be fine.
I love actually almost all the songs on the album. Once you introduced that gem to me, Alexis, I just went down the rabbit hole and enjoyed everything else from all the collaborations off of it.
It's a really good EP overall.
Yeah.
But that's like the most poppy sounding, I guess.
So Peter, you're up next. What's your hit replay?
So it's Bio, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, and his song Bad Love. And I'm pretty sure it's about a toxic relationship, be it substance abuse or a romantic interest. But I'm frankly interpreting it to be a reflection of just this COVID world that we're all in right now, and how hard and isolating that can be and what that feels like. But the main reason why it's my hit replay is just it's catchy, and I think, you know, admittedly the production value isn't all that high on this song. In fact, I think if you just listen to it from an audio mastering point of view, there's a lot of redlining in the mix. But the chorus itself, I listened to it at the beginning of the week, and now it just started auto playing in my head through to the end of the week. So it's
that's how you know.
Bad Love.
That's how you know you're in love.
Hit replay
with Bad Love.
Yeah.
I enjoyed his nasally voice. Like, that's not super common.
He sounds
Like in
like
this
so
world.
like snarky, like sassy with his flow. Yeah.
And then obviously love his Cruella de Vil hair.
Oh, the
obviously.
yeah.
Or as I call it, the chocoflan.
Yes, everyone check out the video for that look.
But how about you, Stephanie? I know you've been talking about this one for a while now.
I have. I've been waiting for my chance to share it with the world. My hit replay is DKB or DKB, All In. 줄 거야. And the minute I heard this song, just the intro with the pianos and the whispered, angsty lyrics in English, I was like, whoa, I'm transported back to like 2009, 2010,
Yes.
golden age
Yes.
of K-pop, brave sounds. And that's when I connected the dots. Oh, duh, DKB is Brave Entertainment. And this song, okay, so one of my favorite K-pop songs of all time is After School Because of You, or No Temone.
Yes!
And so I think
Yes!
you all should listen to this one and then go back or even like layer that one on top of this, because even the different parts of the chorus line up perfectly. They even say like Gesso, 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 and like No Temone also 울었어, 웃었어 at the end of each line in the chorus. So I like seeing a mashup of those two together in my head. I have to applaud DKB for executing 100%, like giving it their all on this. The choreo is also really fun, and I heard they choreographed it themselves. So this was just nostalgia candy for me, and I hope to hear more throwback inspired songs like this.
Were they like name dropping Brave Sound songs? Because at one point they say rolling. And I was like, how in context, like,
You know
how
what?
do you just incorporate rolling?
You're so right. I don't doubt it.
It was funny.
Yeah, even a lot of the instrumentation, it's a real throwback to that golden era of like brave sound music that he defined what K-pop sounded like for the longest time. And so
Yeah.
this is just a continuation of that, even though it sounds like he used more modern instruments for the song itself. It sounds very much in the style of the old school ways. So
The music video gave me like very If You Do vibes, like that angsty, like hooligan or whatever, like very mad at who knows what, and just like in the street kicking the wall or something. I don't know. It gave me like that vibe.
I'm all in, just like this. 너를 사랑하지 말걸 그랬어. 연락조차 안 될 때면 죽겠어. 나만 바라보면 정말 좋겠어. 너에게만 다 줄 거야, baby, my heart. 줄 거야 모두, 줄 거야 모두. All in, yeah. 줄 거야 모두, 줄 거야 모두. Yeah. 줄 거야 모두, 줄 거야 모두. All in, yeah. 줄 거야 모두, 줄 거야 모두. 다 줄 거야.
So that wraps it up for our hit replays. In the next section, we're going to talk about submissions we heard from you. And we're really excited that for the first time ever, we actually have a K-pop artist themselves submitting their own song to our hit replay. We've really made it, Peter. We're legit. Oh my God. So thank you to this great artist, Kuk Seung Pyo, who just submitted a recording of themselves describing their new release. Let's hear it.
Hi, I'm Kuk Seung Pyo, a Korean singer-songwriter. I would like to introduce my latest single, Meaningless, to you. It's an R&B-based pop song, which I mainly focused on the overall build-up and different part of the song. I try to make the vibe of the song very holy and make it sound lonely by using the electric guitar and string instruments. I wanted to express loneliness and the feeling wanting to run away from reality. I also put a lot of effort in making the beat, lyrics, melody lines, and even the vibe of the music video to balance all equally. I wanted to comfort those who are trapped in these tough times and those that feel lonely. I made this song because I personally wanted to overcome all the pressures and hard times that I'm currently going through right now. There are moments when we all have a lot of doubts, and I hope this song comforts you. Thank you.
Man, so major shout out to Kuk Seung Pyo and his team. If you're listening to the audio podcast version of this, like check out the video version because they sent us like a fully produced video to go along with it too. So check that out.
High def.
And he did it all in English. So yeah, I loved this submission from the artists themselves. He describes how the turmoil and challenges that we're going through right now. And when I listen to this song, I definitely hear it as like a warm embrace of comfort for me at this time.
For sure. And what a mood, what he said about wanting to escape reality.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I was just gonna say the vibe for this song is body rolling in space, like outer space.
Yeah.
Body rolling, floating away. Yeah. That's the vibe. That's the mood.
I appreciate when in the music video there's like not really a storyline but an implied one for aesthetics rather than just aesthetics.
Yeah.
Which is what we always get in K-pop. So that was a bit refreshing.
Yeah. So if you're a K-pop star and you're listening, or an up-and-coming K-pop artist, and you're listening to this podcast and you want to have your music featured on our show, please just send it along in. You can email us, kpopcastshow@gmail.com, DM us, whatever, and we can work something out. But we love getting these hit replays from the artists and the musicians themselves. So that wraps it up for our hit replays for this week. Let's move on to the K-pop news, headlines, discussion, and commentary. So in I'm Loving It news, BTS or McArmies announced that...
Oh, God. McArmies.
McArmies.
Yeah. No, if you've been living under a rock, BTS announced that they collaborated with McDonald's for a special BTS meal. And the internet exploded, and all mainstream media covered it as well.
I mean, that was major, right? Because McDonald's hasn't even been doing the collabs for that long. I believe it's just like J Balvin and Travis Scott yet, if I'm right. So
Mickey
this
D's
is pretty
late
cool.
to the ball game.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see a song by BTS for, the commercial.
They did drop the little jingle. If you click on their tweet, you hear BTS singing ba da ba ba ba. So,
well, I mean, if JT did it, if we had to sit through Justin Timberlake's, why not BTS's?
Yeah. I think the reason why this is so big is that for a lot of, especially international K-pop BTS ARMY fans, is that you've got something that's official, that's not fan-made, something that you can go out and get. And I think for the target demographic and audience, it's very accessible to them. It's legit.
Slam dunk.
And
the meal includes, for all our listeners, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, medium fries. That's what I'm looking for. And a Coke, as well as the U.S. debut of 2 new dipping sauces, sweet chili and Cajun sauce, inspired by McDonald's South Korea recipes.
I feel like that's the real highlight, no? Because you always hear about all these American fast food chains being so much better overseas. And in the US, them being like crap. Exactly. So I feel like that's what got me like, oh, okay, maybe like I'll try the sauce, because I'm not really into McDonald's like that. But I was like, hey, maybe like a sauce and like put in a chicken tender for Carl's Jr. or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's still largely...
That's blasphemy.
It's still largely the same commodity stuff, though. I mean, the different thing here is the flavors, the dipping sauce flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also,
but does it come in like a BTS commemorative paper or that's
paper? No, does it come with a photo card?
Yeah, that's what everyone's asking.
That's what the internet wants to know. If it comes with a photo card.
I mean, if McDonald's is smart, they'll turn it into a photo card thing. Along those lines,
if they were smart, they would.
Yeah,
like people would, like the lines would be stupid for just for the photo cards.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, make it a real collectible moment. And that's why Burger King Blinks are starting beef with McArmy's, because Burger King was the first to partner with. Okay, never mind. That's fake news. So next news headline.
Fake news.
From Akebu News.
What am I watching?
Burger Blinks.
Fake news. Fake news.
Wait a minute. Next.
Yeah.
Peter, you just want to start shit.
Yeah, basically. As much as I can get, like, if I can harness the energy of Blinks, like, attacking armies, you would have a perpetual, like, energy source, for the universe. But moving on to our next news headline. News item. Jamie and Chanmina, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, have partnered together for a song with Doja Cat. And it's good. It just came out at the time of this recording. So I don't know if you guys had any thoughts on it, but it's just Jamie.
Wow, so it's uploaded on the official Sweetie's official channel.
Yeah, Sweetie.
I didn't know that.
Excuse me. Yes, I'm clearly out of my league.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's big.
It's a good song. Yeah, I recommend it.
I'm all for K-pop girls having like their own sexual agency, and like if they want to talk about their vaginas, talk about your vaginas. That's fine. Thank you, Jamie, for letting us know that you like to go commando. But I didn't really care for her lyrics. I really like her that she's singing in like a very low tone, which is never happens in K-pop, because the higher the better for the girls, right? So that was cool to hear. I don't think I'm gonna be listening to this, but good for them. Good for them.
Ooh.
All right, next news item. In GOT7 Forever news, GOT7's JB shares his goal of releasing one GOT7 album a year and opens up about his past 7 years.
I mean, I'm obviously elated about this news. I was one of those skeptics because I saw it coming that GOT7 was, like just not gonna be what it used to be. Like I didn't really expect anything that has been happening like this year. So, it's just been like an STFU for me the entire year. So this, I'm so excited because I mean, that was like one of like, especially with Jackson being in China full time now, Mark coming back to the US, it was kind of like, how was that gonna work out? Maybe with the songs here and there, because you just have to send over vocals or whatever. But like performing or like a full album, like I didn't really, I just didn't see how that would work out. And and I don't know, I feel like, I mean, there are groups that are supposedly still active that we see albums even less than one a year. Big Bang. So, the promise of one album a year, like that's a lot. That's, I'm taking it. It's fine. I can live with that.
I'm skeptical, but it's nice that he's optimistic or has that goal to work towards.
Yeah.
I
want to believe. I'm having faith in him.
Yes, believe. Why not?
And
plus he's a Capricorn. He'll make it happen.
Yeah, he would. He'd be working around the clock.
In next news item, didn't he just get a cat news? Lee Tae-min is going off to the army.
K-pop found dead in a ditch. What will K-pop do now without Lee Taemin?
No, but seriously, like, how does Taemin not qualify for the special government exemption? Like, hello. I'm waiting. I'll wait.
I'm just very curious to see what's gonna happen in the year and a half that he leaves, because I mean, we all saw what happened when like Big Bang left for the army. So in terms of like soloists, what's gonna happen with Lee Taemin not being around? And what's gonna happen to Super M? Because Baekhyun is also
what is happening to Super M? What is Super M? Okay, anyways, next.
Different topic for another day.
And lastly, the major show that everyone is talking about right now, Kingdom, has revealed the results of its fan vote and kicked off a cover battle with epic performances.
Everyone is sharing the 80s performance from Kingdom in our Slack is like blowing up. People are loving it.
Oh, but I think that's from last week.
Yeah, that's right.
No?
That's last week. Yeah.
Yeah, because they haven't aired theirs from
their
like
cover
the cover.
song.
Yeah, but iKON did Inception by ATEEZ.
Oh,
and I mean, I don't really follow ATEEZ like that, but I was reading some comments. I think in the video that apparently Inception is like a very like sad song or something, and iKON's reinterpretation of it, it was like, it's still sad, but you can twerk to it now.
Hey.
Like they put that iKON flair, I guess. Which,
okay.
you know, I mean, maybe I'll go check out the original, but I like what iKON did. And this is what I was really looking forward with Kingdom, because we saw it in Queendom with the groups swapping songs and just seeing how other groups reinterpreted. Like I was blown away by SF9's cover or reinterpretation of The Stealer, because I feel like a lot of people, when those concept pictures came out, like everyone thought that this was gonna be like a fembot kind of woman, like you know, super sexy, and that wasn't exactly what happened. But SF9, like, this was just a very sexy performance, and it was everything. I mean, the boys also they did O Sole Mio.
I mean, they're okay,
and they did like this, you know, like the Moulin Rouge, the Tango of Roxanne kind of thing in there, and it was interesting. I liked it.
I have a lot to catch up on.
They're really good
That's
performances.
my homework for this weekend.
Also, Stray Kids are gonna cover my favorite B2B song, so I'm really excited about that for next week. Yeah, they're doing
nice.
I'll Be Your Man. I think that's the name of the song. Yeah? They're doing I'll Be Your Man.
Hey.
But it's really cool to see those performances, because you don't really get to see like the caliber of a, like, you know, unless it's like, you know, an end of the year kind of show. Right. And even even
that's why we wait for those award shows.
And even then, it's only like the major groups that, like, you know, invest or like invest in like the production and everything. Everyone else just, like, you know, turns down,
shows up,
performs their little song, maybe like a mashup, and that's it. So getting like letting them, I mean, I don't know who the creative team is and who's taking these decisions, but it's still really cool to see someone's, you know, like vision and the idols performing it. Like, that's been really cool to see. That's what I like about the Kingdom and Road to Kingdom and Queendom.
I think for me it's been a challenge just to stay caught up on it, just because these are very long episodes, and a lot of it is just them sitting in between sets talking to each other.
But if you stan one of these groups, that's everything to you.
I guess you're right. That's why, another reason why it's popular.
Peter, they would expose.
I mean, you watched Queendom,
Peter
no?
stands no one.
80s.
Didn't you watch Queendom with
Soyeon?
Soyeon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Peter.
Of course.
There you go.
See, you watched all the episodes, didn't you?
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, that
All right.
concludes our hit replay episode for the second week of April. Let our listeners know where they can find you each online, on Twitter, and all the places. So, Alexis, you're up first. Oh, and Alexis, if there's anything you want to promote.
I guess I'm just gonna promote myself.
Yes, always a good choice.
Follow me. I tweet funny stuff sometimes. I do interviews sometimes. I write sometimes. So follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at HOE_DOYAN. And I have a TikTok. I don't know if I should become a TikToker. I don't know, but that's at HEAUX_DOYAN. For some reason,
The other hoe.
Wait, what?
because
What?
when I opened my TikTok, it was like it's already taken. And I'm like, who the beep already took my username? Like this, who? But so yeah, I had to do the French way, the Francais kind of way.
Okay, noted.
And that's it.
Stephanie?
So yeah, expect my TikTok career launch,
Okay.
debut.
All right. You can find me on Twitter at sparker2,
I'm at DJ Peter Lowe.
and you can tweet all of us at the Kpopcast.
But you know what's better than just tweeting at us?
McDonald's fries.
Well, that is pretty good, especially if it's a part of your BTS meal. I won't argue with that, actually.
Shaped like BTS. Okay, no, that's
It's
better.
a voice memo. So obviously we've been promoting this for a while. It was great to hear from Kuk Seung Pyo for this episode. But if you've got your own hit replay, or if you're a K-pop idol artist and you want to promote your song, just send us in a pitch for why we should listen to your song. And we want to hear the rationale, the critical thinking why. And we'll drop it right into this episode.
Lastly, if you want to get to know us better, come make some new friends in the Kpopcast Slack channel. You can find the link in the description of this episode. And do you want to promo the K-pop chats, the spaces?
Oh yeah, I guess we should give that a plug. So I've recently started doing this thing on Twitter Spaces, where we bring in just random people in the K-pop sphere to talk about just miscellaneous softball topics in K-pop, like how do you introduce your friends to K-pop? What are some boy groups who deserve a Brave Girl style comeback? And so it's just really fun just talking with space.
In fact.
You kiss.
Yeah. So it's every Wednesday at 5:15 Pacific time that we've been doing those Twitter Spaces chats. If Twitter Spaces isn't jank, it has a lot of bugs and errors, so we're figuring that out.
Oh no.
But it's starting to get more stable.
Kick us out.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this time
Yeah.
it'll be better. Come hang out with us, everybody.
We'll be your friend.
Please be
Yeah.
our friend.
Anything, final word, Alexis? Anything else that you wanted to say in closing?
Stan got 7. Wait for got 7.
Stan God 7. Yeah. Have faith. Keep the faith.
Yeah, baby, more.